stream live. We're going to be going through. We're going to start to this week. We're going to start going through the available spots as people are coming on board, so no one misses when they're actually live. All right. So we are live. And as far as individuals, we do have the realtor position back up. We have about 11 spots open on this team. We limit the team to only 30 professionals, one person for each discipline. And this is our beta team. We are 100% free, and we're really learning and teaching each other what works to try to get the most business for each other. So we have realtor, loan officer, real estate attorney, title agent, family law attorney. All the people that has to do with real estate have all been just so busy. We've had people on the team, but we're just so busy with our work. So if you know of anyone, we have a family law attorney, hair salons, and these are just ideas. Anyone that's not in an existing space, childcare, pet groomers, bookkeepers, college planners, staffing, home improvement, landscapers. These are all available positions to join our team. So going through. And we'll begin. So each person has 45 seconds to describe exactly who they are, what they do, and why they're part of the team. So myself, my name is Dennis Harabin. I am the founder of Relax Tax. With Relax Tax, we really do obsess with helping people to retain more of what they earn. You can't just look at taxes in a vacuum. What we found is that, what separates the leverage point, that separates the people who are surviving versus the people who are thriving, is how well they use tax, insurance, and debt together. Often they're sold individually and they conflict with each other and they actually hold you back. But if you have a comprehensive plan where you use insurance, debt, and tax, and then the tax impact of those, that's usually what can extend you and accelerate you to better financial freedom. So we take a comprehensive approach. We're more like an architect. We don't even care if we do your actual tax return. We're really just setting you the plan. Next up, Paul.
Hey everybody, Paul Taubman from Digital Maestro, where we harmonize your online strategy. We work with small businesses and help them get the visibility online that they need and deserve. So that could be anything from creating a brand new website if it's a new business that's just starting out, or it could be working with somebody who has a site and they just need some things tweaked. We focus a lot on the security aspects, on the SEO, search engine optimization, getting different content out there for you, as well as things like Google My Business and on-page and off-page SEO. So all the technical things that people don't like to do, we can handle it for them. Paul Taubman from Digital Maestro, where we harmonize your online strategy. Lisa D, it's all yours.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Lisa DeVoren, and I'm a lifestyle consultant with an amazing wellness company called Vfinity. And the goal is to help folks lose that unhealthy weight, regain their health, and live their best life again. There's a new study out that says on average, Americans have put on an additional 25 pounds in the last year. I can help you take it off. If you're looking for a simple plan, it's not expensive, a plan that works, fits a busy lifestyle, this is it. Trust me, I've tried them all. The plan, education, and support are all free. It's really about helping people lose weight and feel great again. So to learn more, visit my website, stayhealthylivebetter.com. And up next is Candido.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Candido Rodriguez. I'm a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual. And what we do is we drive and we help people taking a personalized approach to identify their goals and dreams and creating a plan with the necessary steps to reach those personal goals through a personal path. We do that by focusing on key activities that are designed to take our clients further than they ever been before. And these include everything that's coming in from education planning, risk management, and retirement planning. My name is Candido Rodriguez with Northwestern Mutual. I think I pass it along to Desiree.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Desiree Hellick, and I own Clarence Services, which is a marketing agency for startups and small businesses. And I help businesses grow with simplified and affordable marketing plans. We do anything from email marketing, lead nurturing campaigns, doodle videos. We do social media maintenance, content marketing, and we even offer chief marketing officer services at more affordable prices than having someone full-time on your staff. So you can reach me at clarenceservices.com, and I have a 5-minute marketing YouTube series that teaches small businesses how to grow and market themselves. So check that out. And Jonas is up next.
Actually, Jonas and Paul
George.
and George both told me they weren't going to be able to make it today, so we're jumping ahead. Go ahead, Rich. Rochelle.
Morning, everybody. My name
Rochelle,
is
you're
Rochelle. My name is Rochelle DiCrescendo. I'm a physical therapist, and my practice focuses on a type of treatment called myofascial release. So in our bodies, we have, everybody knows we have a skeletal system, a muscular system. We also have a fascial system. The fascial system is a 3-dimensional web of tough connective tissue that literally holds everything together. And when we have fascial restrictions in our body, it can cause pain, numbness, tingling, all different kinds of symptoms that don't show up on standardized tests like X-rays, MRIs, and CAT scans. So as a practitioner of this work, I find where those restrictions are, help you release them in the office, and also with home program. And I teach you how to hopefully live a more pain-free, active lifestyle so you can do the things that you want to do.
Thank you. Now, Tracy, I didn't see Tracy. Tracy, are you here?
Yes. Yes, I'm here. Good morning.
Oh, you are
Tracy
Tracy. I'm sorry. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Tracy Spiaggia with Slingshot Health Coaching. I am a functional nutrition and lifestyle practitioner, a national board certified health and wellness coach, and a brain health specialist through Amen Clinics. I work with youth, individuals, and families who are struggling with myriad acute and chronic health issues. I specialize in supporting mental health challenges. My goal is to come alongside the individual and family, capitalizing on the power of the family unit to help them heal through diet, lifestyle changes, spirituality integration, so that the person can not only feel better, but the family can grow stronger as a unit. And up next is Alana.
Good morning. My name is Alana Van Kampen, and I'm the owner of Centra Cut Pilates. I teach private and very small group Pilates sessions. I work with all kinds of clients varying from age 8 to 85. I always take into consideration physical history and any current injuries or issues and build a Pilates session around your body's needs. Oftentimes I work with people who have been released from physical therapy and are seeking a more low impact way to exercise. And I also really like to make sure everything I do with my clients can be translated into everyday life. For instance, I really like to work on exercises for balance and proprioception, as these are things that start to naturally deteriorate in your body as you get older. And you can catch me at centercutpilates.com. And next is Randy.
Hey everyone, my name is Randy Morgan, Senior Relationship Banker at M&T Bank in Parsippany. So our goal really, especially if anything in the last year, we've seen small businesses struggle. So our goal is to build relationships with these small businesses and really understand what they need and what's important to their business. So a lot of times we run into businesses who are really good at what they do. But what happens is on the financial side, sometimes they don't really know what they're doing, or that's where they really need the extra help. So our goal is to get them where they need to go. So whether, your business is a week old or 20 years old, we're here to help. Randy Morgan, Senior Relationship Banker, M&T Bank. Thanks. Up next, Jeannie.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jeannie Asante, and I am the owner and founder of I Dream of Jeannie since 1988. I'm excited because I get to talk about so many different companies, but today I want to highlight identity theft protection. And the reason that I want to do that is because, let me just give you a bit of what goes on in life. If you get into a car accident, you call your car insurance guy. If you have health insurance problems or health problems, you call your insurance guy. If you're, have a long-term issue where you need to have your bills paid, you call your long-term insurance. Who do you call, or do you know who to call if you have any kind of identity theft breaching? Well, now you have someone. Her name is Jeannie. Her name is, and her number is on the screen. Give me a call, learn a little bit of how to protect yourself, and learn about the other companies that I have as well. Next up is Jake. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jake Miola. I'm also known as Jake the Insurance Guy. I wear a couple of hats. The insurance, I help my clients identify what their current insurance coverages mean, find out what the gaps are and fill them in as far as letting them know what they need to have recommended for coverage, and then finding the right price through my 10 different carriers for that coverage itself. Second hat, during the pandemic, did open up a online used bookstore with a friend of mine. We want to make sure that all the books that have been read during quarantine are getting into new readers' hands. So everyone here can actually use the code RELAX with an exclamation point for a 20% discount on the website. I hope you are able to check it out. And on deck, we have Chris.
Oh, that's not Chris.
I don't know why I was out of order. Yeah, I don't know why I was out of order. Tim, you are up, sir.
Hello, everybody. My name is Tim Stollery. I'm as a working journalist for more than 25 years and a professional storyteller. I'm an artist who uses images, sounds, words, and deep research to tell stories. My work has been recognized with many awards, including 3 Mid-Atlantic region local Emmy Awards. I spent the last 10 years shooting a variety of projects and editing them all on Final Cut Pro, which some of you may have heard of. Now it's like kids, everybody's like Final Cut, Final Cut. Well, I was Final Cut before it was cool. Who's up next? Chris.
Now it's Chris, and
There we
Tim,
go.
you will be our featured speaker.
Wait, no slogan, Tim?
What's that?
No slogan?
No,
Tagline.
I told you last week that slogan's over.
Oh, I'm so.
All right.
I
Well,
liked
Miss-
the slogan, Tim. I liked it. It was
Really?
different and fun. Yeah, I like it. From a marketing perspective.
Okay.
Thanks,
Don't
Tim.
worry, we're going to reset you, Chris.
Here we go. So yeah,
We're
hello
going to
everybody.
reset Chris.
Can you hear me? Am I live? Yes. Chris Nichols. I'm a financial advisor with Stonehill Financial. And we really help households and small businesses that are doing well, but may have concerns just about their overall estate planning or financial plans. We offer a variety of solutions such as, wealth accumulation for retirement or college, protection strategies to help protect the assets and income, and of course, tax minimization strategies. And really the themes today, a lot of people, pre-retirees, maybe 50s, 60s, concerned about potentially long-term care issues in their own retirement. They might be experiencing that, but also for many others, a rising tax environment is really what we see in the coming years. So we can help people with that as well. Again, Chris Nichols, Stonehill Financial Advisor. And I'm really, before I turn it over to Robert, just want to say, love the time and effort you're putting into this, Dennis, and Central Teams New Jersey. Great group of people. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And jumping right ahead to Lisa.
Good morning, Relax teams. I am part of the team, and every week I ask you, would you know what to do if someone in front of you collapsed, became unconscious, stopped breathing, was choking when you were out to dinner? Those are my questions I ask every week. Of course, as a certified American Heart Association trainer, I could train you virtually or live. What I'm also reminding all of you today, as far as networking, is that a great ask for me is any fitness instructors, any fitness centers, large banks, large corporate buildings, teachers. Did you know that AEDs are in most stores? If you don't know how to use it, it will never work for restarting somebody's heart. And I'm going to leave you hanging till next week and pass it on to Chris L.
You're up, sir. Chris, you with us? Was here earlier.
I'm here. Sorry about that. Good morning, everybody. Chris Slipper. I founded On the Bus Sales Training and Coaching and Consulting 11 years ago. We coach business owners with virtual bus trips where we put owners together and they share challenges and opportunities and hold each other accountable and do very well with that. And we have a sales training community where we offer weekly classes. We just wrapped up a series yesterday on having a sales system versus not. and what that looks like. And we rehearsed it and role played it, and it was great. Our next class is The Sale Can Start With No, and that will be in 2 weeks. And we have weekly networking events called VANG on Thursday morning. So if you're interested in anything, go to onthebus.biz and check us out. Chris Lipper from On the Bus Sales Training Coaching Consulting.
Anthony, you're up, sir.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Anthony Guzman. I'm a risk management consultant. And so I focus on small commercial businesses. My specialty is the manufacturing industry. With the rising costs of property and casualty insurance in the small commercial space, what we do is we use analytical data and artificial intelligence to mitigate risks. We do this by evaluating your policies at a high level, and then going in and seeing if we can reduce some exposures and help the bottom line of your companies. So my name is Anthony Guzman, and I'll put my digital digital business card on the chat so you can see my contact information.
Excellent. And that's it. So let's stop sharing screen and we'll turn it over to our featured presenter today, the man who created the video on our headset, on our main page. Always entertaining. Tim, you are up, sir.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hi.
Yes, we can.
All right. I've been doing this TV thing for quite a while, but it's still fun. It's always changing. I was there. I remember when they handed us pagers, like in 1982, and the pager was like about that big. And it was, when you're like 22 or 23 years old, and you're still hanging out with college people, you make sure you carry that pager around to show how cool and important you are. So yeah, and I remember the first cell phones were these like big boxes that you carried around. And even before those, when I was working out of Newark News, our New Jersey network, North Jersey bureau, we had like no phones. We had two-way radios. So it was a lot like being a cop. It was very exciting. Plus, we were going to like fires and crime scenes. So, I was living the dream, and I still am to an extent, except it's changed along the way. Everything has gotten smaller and better. But the key is that you have to know how to put the images and the sounds together. So you can hand an iPhone to somebody, and an iPhone takes pictures, video that's better than these big cameras that I have. But if you don't know, how to hold the camera, how to put the stuff together, it's all of the bells and whistles in the world are not going to help you make a better product. So I'm here to let you know, or to let anybody know who's thinking about doing videos, that I have the experience going back to the early 80s. And I've adapted over the years, and I've taught myself all the newer stuff. And when I need to find out something that's really new, I just consult with my oldest son, Brian, who's also a videographer. I don't know why he chose to go into this business, but when he was a kid, like 11 or 12, I taught him the basics of Final Cut Pro on my first Mac that I bought back in like he was born in 90, so I guess I taught him 90, he's 12, so the early 2000s. And then he was teaching me stuff. So now he runs this music company where he promotes, sorry about that. He runs a music production business, among other things. He's in a bunch of different bands. But he tries to help musicians manage their assets, manage their money, and because musicians, they don't make that much money. And he tries to help them, get the most out of their money. And so he helps me with any of the newest gadgets that come out in the digital realm. And it's just a great and interesting thing to be able to, if I need to pick somebody's brain, I just text or email my son. So that's exciting. Lately, I've been working on a lot of projects that relate to history because I'm a huge history buff. And I've done videos over the years for an organization called Crossroads of the American Revolution. The Crossroads is it's a federally designated area. They basically give the folks a little bit of money and then they rely upon them to do the rest. And Crossroads is based at the Old Barracks Museum. If anybody remembers class trips, if you're from New Jersey, the class trip, I believe in 5th or 6th grade, was always to the New Jersey State House and the Old Barracks Museum. And so Crossroads is in the Old Barracks appropriately because Old Barracks was there, was built to house soldiers in New Jersey for the French and Indian War, because the folks in New Jersey didn't want them staying in their houses, in their basements. So they allocated money to build this barracks so that the British allies could be there to defend New Jerseyans from the French and their Indian allies. Anyway, fast forward a couple of years, the American Revolution, the Hessian, one of the Hessian units is staying at the Old Barracks. So I'm a huge history buff. I'm a videographer. I go down to the barracks back in the early 2000s and I say, look, I want to know about the history of the Battle of Trenton. And they tell me the books to read. And I ask them about, if they need somebody to pitch stories. At the time, I was not doing my own production stuff, but if they had an interesting event coming up related to history, a gathering of the 1st New Jersey Militia, they'll do this event on a Thursday afternoon or a Saturday night. I would go pitch the story to the news director and they would say, yeah, go shoot it, get a reporter. And, I was not a reporter at the time. I was a videographer, editor, and story pitcher and producer. And so I just became very tuned into things that are history related in New Jersey. And, some of them I get paid for and some of them are, gratis, but they always come to me. And so my newest project that I'm working on now is going to be a video for the Washington Crossing Park Association. That's the park that's on the New Jersey side. If you ever go down to where George Washington crossed, you have the Pennsylvania Park on the Pennsylvania side and the New Jersey Park on the New Jersey side. And unfortunately, over the years, the key elements of the actual crossing and the really difficult trek from that area, Titusville, it wasn't called Washington Crossing at the time, obviously. So you go from Titusville, New Jersey, down to Trenton. Everybody thinks, or some people think, oh, Washington crossed across, from Pennsylvania to Trenton. No, he crossed 9 miles up. They crossed from Upper Makefield to Titusville, and then they had to march in the snow and the nor'easter for 9 miles to Trenton, and then surprise the Hessians, who, by the way, were not drunk. That's a myth that's been disproven. So anyway, I don't know how I got onto history. I just, I start talking and I ramble. Am I up to my 10 minutes, Dennis?
You're getting closer, Tim, but I want to stress and point out how, you're excellent at shaping a story and helping people to do that. I know we're doing it for Relaxed Teams with the Stevens video. You just took those raw clips from our meetings and made that story on the front page, and anyone can see that on the front page. And the way you really hook the video, succinct it, and bring it together, I think is amazing. So, that's something I wanted to, if you want to talk a little bit more about your storytelling pieces and how you can shape a story out of raw video, I think you have a skill that most people don't.
Okay, well, thank you, Dennis, for that. I learned early on that when you start a piece, you need a hook. And so the hook on the piece that we did for Huddles was that news piece thing. It's like a couple of 30 seconds from NBC. Horrible things happening, as the pandemic spreads, and then from right out of that, you've established, you've grabbed the folks' attention, and they're listening. And so right out of that, you write a narration that leads out of what that lead just said. You know, as the world changes, you know, people are looking for something to do. And so along comes Huddles, and then we show a shot of us talking and dealing with the pandemic in our own way. When I did a piece on plastics packaging back in, I don't know, late 80s or early 90s, we needed a hook. And I'm always looking for a hook. So I went out and I researched, and this is, I think, before you could just go on YouTube and find all this stuff. I reached out to like the Plastics Council and asked them about commercials. And they sent me these old TV commercials. And do you remember one called Mr. Clean, ding, ding, ding?
Yes.
I did a series called Plastic Packaging, Here Today, Here Tomorrow. Get it? Here today, here tomorrow. And it's all, I mean, it's all so real. I mean, these stories are still with us. People are talking about, you know, like the plastics that are in the ocean and the little plastic beads. So I did plastics packaging, and like I said, in like late 80s, early 90s, and I started it with this Mr. Clean commercial, and then it just kind of flowed from there. You know, you say, everybody thinks, you know, plastics are convenient, but what are the downside? And then you have your first expert who says, well, yeah, plastics are great, but look at what they do here, X, Y, and Z. And so, yeah, when you do a short feature for what I do now for folks, or even for TV, you're looking for that hook that gets them right at the beginning. And I'd love, if anybody wants to, you know, brainstorm about video ideas, even if they don't want to hire me to do it, if they're just thinking that they might want to do a video, you know, have my email or my phone, give me a call or reach out, and you know, we'll just brainstorm a little. My brain is here. You're free to pick my brain.
No, and Tim, and it's great. And to see all the work that you do behind the scenes to shape that those videos just don't happen. The hard work you put in to make sure that when it's said and done, and in that 3 minutes piece, that story has been told. And it's so much more than just shooting a raw footage and running it. I mean, the way you pull it together is wonderful, and tie it with those pieces. So I'm going to open it now up to questions. Does anyone have any specific questions for Tim?
Well, I don't have a question, but I just want to say, Dennis, that I agree with you 100%, because Tim also pulled together something for Vfinity, a 1 minute. We were looking for a 1 minute clip, and he did a sample for us. And we really didn't give him any background. He just went to the website and was able to pull together a great piece. We were amazed at how well it was done, being that we didn't really give him any background. So
money.
Excuse me.
He is quite Tim is quite the storyteller.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa. I had forgotten about that.
Yeah, it was a great piece.
Well, let's do another.
Who else is up? Any other questions for anyone?
I'll just say real quick, I don't have a question, but also I've been working with Tim. We started some discussions about doing a video for my practice as well. We haven't actually done anything yet, but hopefully we're trying to line up some patients to get some patient testimonials, and you know, put together some video for my social media and website. And Tim's had some really great ideas for me as well. Like I said, nothing concrete yet, but we've been in the works and we've been talking a bunch of times, and I know it'll come out well when we finally get it done.
Thanks, Rachel. And if anybody has not had their myofascial session, you gotta do it. She's amazing. You gotta just go for it and see what it is. It's so different. It's like, I mean, I've done over the years, as I was telling Rachel, you know, with my back, you know, hauling equipment back when the equipment was very heavy. I've been through many rounds of PT and many rounds of chiro, and what she is able to do is just really cool. And I even said to her before I went there, you know, luckily I don't have any major injuries, because a few years ago I got the religion on strengthening the core. And if you strengthen the core, your back pain will go away. And it's really true. I mean, if you work on the core, the back pain, knock on wood, will stay away. So that's something to think about. But if you do have like a lingering injury, Rachel is the person to take care of it for you.
Thank you, Tim. I very much appreciate that. Thank you.
Tim, is your website in the chat? I only see your email. Do you have a website?
Go to his Relax Teams page. All his contact information is right there. If you look at the Central Jersey team page, go to Tim. Tim is, and as far as, awesome storyteller, he's won these Emmys for a reason. And you definitely want to go out to his team's page and connect with him there, and link right through. You'll have all that information. It'll be downloaded, and you can download it. His contact information is there. That's the best place to find him right now. But Tim is someone who, again, we're going to, as part of the team, we're going to make sure people find Tim. He's such a great storyteller, and we're going to help him turn that into a better business for himself. As you can tell, he's more focused on the other person and not himself, and we're going to work on that with him.
And I'll respond this way by saying that, the website has been on the #1 on the list for about like 5 years now, but I have a website, I got the domain and everything. But luckily I've been busy. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it, but I'm going to work on it. I don't know. Do we have any web folks that are on the team out?
Paul can help you.
Yeah, Paul.
We talked.
Paul and I, we've talked.
All right. So you guys pull it together. Very good. Well, thank you. We'll wrap it up here. I just want to tell Tim, that was, I can't stress enough the great work that you did on the first video, the other videos you do. And I think when we launch the Stevens video, again, you have the script all together. We're going to have that up soon, which kind of talks about what was done behind the scenes at Relax Teams. I think that's going to, again, highlight your skills, sir. So I appreciate everything you do for the organization and just for the community. I mean, your dedication to the history is just, you are a storyteller. You tell stories very well.
Thank you.
All right. So that's it for this week. I believe, Lisa, you're up next week, right? Lisa with Heart? Are you up?
You
next
got
week?
it.
All right.
I'll be
good.
up next week.
We'll be interested in seeing what you have. Awesome. Excellent,
Perfect.
everyone. Stay in touch. Reach out if you need to. And that's it for another session.
Thanks, everyone.
Have a great week.
Thanks for